Benjamin J. Grimm, everybody's favorite Rocky monster, the Thing, is a frontline initiator tank in Marvel Rivals. He's an off tank that can help protect your team, but he doesn't have significant block, so he definitely needs to use terrain or other vanguards to help split the damage off of him. He has the unique skill to remove enemy mobility abilities. This can really knock down enemy divers and stop people from being able to get away from him. He's a Brooklyn boxer that uses his skills to 1-2 punch his enemies down with a big haymaker to finish them off. As with all of these mobile style tanks, make sure that you're constantly jumping in and out of combat, using terrain to block hits, and not just standing there and taking the brunt of the enemy team. If you expect to be able to charge right directly into the enemy team without a care in the world, you're going to find yourself on the pavement. You need to come in at off angles and surprise enemies. You need to use your quick jumps and movement to move about the battlefield so that enemies can't keep their curses on you, and you're going to need to be able to do enough damage to be threatening. You're going to want to be barreling into the enemy team, slamming down on their back lines, and doing as much disruption in the back as possible, then quickly jumping back to your allies once you've gotten too much danger on you, or turn their attention away. This is how you create space for your team. You charging in forces their frontliners to turn around and come back to deal with you. Then you can leap back to your team and get pushes on your objective. Make sure you're not dying while you're doing this. If you're just charging in and hitting the pavement, you're making big mistakes. Instead, you want to be charging in, disrupting, using your bonus health, and when you're lowish, jumping back out. The 40% damage reduction from your leap is huge, and if you use it appropriately, you're going to stay alive for a lot longer than people think you could. Then you're just railing people with haymakers and making them have a bad day. Once you get into the groove and feel his character, it feels fantastic. The major hits of each of his different abilities, as well as how rewarding his charge is and his leaps are, just feels so good as you play Ben Grimm. I hope using this guide, you're going to be able to figure out how to master the Thing.